Hey, this is Seb. I'm here with my good buddy Blade, who's been kind enough to volunteer his time to help me with my interview project. Say hi, Blade.
Hello.
The game that we decided to play together was Diablo 4. We have only played a little bit prior, and we just got back into it for the new DLC that came out with the cool new Spiritborn class. So it's been fun checking that out.
Yeah, dude, I like Streetborn. Fast gameplay seems super OP, honestly.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll start us off with some questions here. So, first question is what do we each think are the most important mechanics and dynamics of Diablo? You want to go first?
Yeah. Um. So I think honestly the most important mechanics and dynamics. I mean that's a. I really personally like the upgrade system. I like how all of the different abilities can be mix and matched to build out your build, Um, and every single, even though there's only like 5 different customization or like class options, it's infinitely customizable. So like I think the mechanic of being able to build out your loadout and shift that gameplay up is super super important. Um, I think that's my favorite one at least.
Cool, yeah. I agree. I mean, definitely for mechanics, like the most important one, is just the combat loop. Pretty much that's what the game is just walking around and killing a bunch of stuff, but I guess like yeah, the dynamics tie into it because it's like beyond just the killing, you're leveling up, you're getting better gear, you're upgrading your skills, and it just makes the actual like combat loop like super satisfying. And then you get to
Yeah,
customize it to like, your own play style, and there's a lot of like variety within each class too. I think they
yeah,
did a good
and
job with that.
nuance I think as well. You can do multiple. Yeah, the variety within the class I think is such an important dynamic. Otherwise, this game would be really really boring.
Yeah.
I think.
It's fair. Okay, so number two, what was your aesthetic experience? And then I'll talk about mine after that.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this before. This game is like a hellhole. I mean, this would be one of the worst places to actually live, but there's something about just being super super powerful in a world filled with like pure evil that I don't know, it just hits. I don't know. It's just got a really good feel to it. So very grotesque, but also like you feel like a good guy in it, you know?
Yeah, I think yeah, it is interesting because like if you were anyone other than the main character in this world, it would be like the worst
Oh
possible
yeah,
universe to live in. Just like depressing and like people are dying every minute and somehow
right,
there's like still NPCs in the middle of dungeons. It's like how did you even get here in the first place?
dude. No kidding. Like yeah, it's such an yeah, it's such a heavy duty. Which I think they like do inject some element of humor sometimes in it too, which is nice. Like it's so bleak that there's kind of that gallows humor in there.
Yeah.
Every now and again, that it's like dark humor, but it makes me laugh.
Yeah, it's like very like self-aware of the morbidity of it
Yes.
all.
No, absolutely.
I think they did a really good job like nailing that gothic style vibe.
Yeah, we talked about this too in terms of like graphics and the aesthetic experience. Like, it is interesting seeing a third-person game like this have such hyper-realistic graphics. You know, um, because I feel like that you brought this up, but like sometimes it just feels like that style is reserved for more pixel art or animated graphics, and this is just super bloody and gory and very detailed. Um,
Yeah, like the isometric kind of
Isometric,
camera.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because yeah, most games like because it's zoomed out from the camera, they don't spend as much time like doing the like textures on everything and making the models super high quality. But this game, it feels like it would look just as good, if not better, in like third or first person. But they
Right.
chose to have it zoomed out just because like the main focus I think is the combat and like you'll be like fighting like hordes of enemies at a time and it'd be really hard to see them all with like a zoomed in camera.
Dude, for sure. And I bet you, like, hardware limitations would also be pretty rough
Yeah.
just with this many 3D models. But I don't know, I mean, it would be really sick to play this in full third person.
Yeah, one day can make
One
mod
day.
for that. All right, question number 3. Was this game fun and why?
Yeah, it's super fun. I mean, it's just such a tight gameplay loop. I mean, they do a really good job of putting the dungeons right after another dungeon, so everything's always viewable. I feel like they drop loot at a really good pace. So it makes you feel like all of it. It just feels very cohesive. It's just a super fun gameplay loop, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. I played this game when it first came out, and they've made like a lot of improvements to things that people were complaining about. Like before, the gear that would drop like late game wouldn't necessarily be an upgrade, and made a lot of people frustrated. But now it's like every time you get gear, it's like always better, and it's a lot more satisfying and makes you want to keep playing, which is good.
Yeah, they took feedback for sure on this game, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I don't like Blizzard,
Yeah.
but
I
as a company,
mean,
I
yeah,
guess.
they do some things all right.
Yeah, honestly, they have been doing this pretty well. So,
Okay, number 4. Who was the audience? What is the genre? And do you think this was designed for a specific audience?
I mean, we talked about this, but like, really, anyone who likes ARPGs, I think it's good. Um, the post game, I think, gets pretty technical, but I think most people who enjoy a good story and just fun action style gameplay like this is gonna enjoy this game.
Yeah, I agree. Like, definitely anyone who's a fan of RPGs, specifically action RPGs, where you're fighting things and having to dodge. And also people that enjoy character customization, there's a good deal of that.
For sure.
And yeah, exploration. Definitely people like that are okay with like gore as well.
For sure. Yeah,
You
you
know,
do
it's
have
not for the
and
weak-hearted.
the elements of like, you know, Christianity versus like Satanism kind of, like it's definitely playing on themes of that
Yeah, I think we can tie that into the next one too,
critical
the
play.
critical play perspective, yeah, because
Yeah, I'll talk on that. I mean, as far as critical play perspective of this goes, like, I don't know, I thoroughly enjoy just a basic story where you're a hero in a world that needs to be saved, right? And I don't know all the nuances of sort of the commentary it's making on Christianity and all of that, but it's definitely making some sort of message that there isn't one good or bad. It's all extremely complicated. And so,
yeah.
yeah, I think they do a really good job with, yeah, that balance of it.
Yeah, and it's like nuanced enough to like where even if you are religious and you play this game, like you probably won't get offended. Number one, because it's all fictional,
It's all
but
fictional.
also like,
Yeah,
you know,
that
it's like
helps.
it doesn't really paint one side as good or bad, which is
Right.
interesting. Okay, and what did you learn from the person that you played with?
What did I learn? I learned um, that you just want to smash things, dude. That's it. That's your whole
Yep, I
thing.
love smashing
Love
things.
smashing things. I did learn a more like I guess academically on this one of like how a game feels. Like you're really good at knowing like how a game feels physically to play. And so I think I learned that from you. This more about that from you on this one.
Yeah, those are like the kind of details I always notice when I'm playing a game is like how user friendly and like how satisfying are the actual mechanics themselves.
True.
And I think that they did a really good job with this. Like every time you use a skill, like it's really juicy, you know, and it's like
Yeah. I noticed that
satisfying.
from you a lot. Is like you take into consideration like your aesthetic experience is very much like the full sound design, the full explosion, like multiple times you say they pop, because they do. They burst
Yeah,
into
they
like a
pop
big like
like a bit.
squishy, and that dude that adds to the overall aesthetic experience a lot. Like it shifts how you play this game so much.
From you, I learned a lot about the art of the cutscene and all the different styles of the animations and the characters, and
My favorite.
it was just like, yeah, I feel like I take a lot of those types of things for granted when I see them, and I don't like working with you and somebody who works in the film industry. It's like makes me remember like how much time and dedication goes into each of those things.
True, yeah, and it's very and good ones really help the game, right? Like a good cutscene, and I think this has some of the best of all time. Like it's just so good. Um,
Yeah, the one toward the end where it's all like CGI is insane.
yeah, dude. Oh man, that like 12-minute cutscene. That's just awesome.
Yeah, how long do you think it would take them to make something like that?
Oh, dude. I don't know. It's hard. It's so detailed, and I don't totally know the like 3D workflow, but I mean, we're talking months. you know,
Yeah, that's
of
crazy.
just full time work.
Yeah. All right, well, that's it for the questions. And for my last one, I want to thank you for your time and being a good homie and
The
playing
dance is my
games.
home,
yeah, brother, dude, it's been a good
but
time.
Sanctuary is
Thanks.
dangerous these days.